Ever thought what it might be like if a heavyweight boxer squeezed into a lightweight's boxing shorts? Now that's an image. Let's talk about the magic trick they use to avoid such fashion disasters. Weight cutting. A process even Houdini would have been proud of. It's a juggling act of discipline, science, and an intimate relationship with the bathroom scale. Just like how you wouldn't want to wrestle with your little cousin, in boxing, weight classes are important. They ensure a fair fight, that rivals aren't mismatched in terms of power and bulk. Boxers, like moody teenagers, need to maintain a certain to fit in their respective weight class clique. The downside? It can be just as dangerous as fighting a kangaroo with your hands tied if done wrong. Rapid weight loss can lead to dehydration, starvation, and even damage to your internal parts that sound like a foreign language. But relax, we're not all about the grim stuff here. When done right, weight cutting is a boxer's secret sauce to hit the scales at their fighting best. It's a graceful waltz of meals, water, and workouts that we'll break down in a bit. So stick around as we dive into the nitty-gritty of how a boxer can safely and effectively trim down to their fighting fit form without compromising on their love for tacos. First things first, let's talk about nutrition and hydration. These are two fundamental pillars that stand tall in the house of a boxer's preparation. Nutrition is not just about eating to fill your stomach, it's about fueling your body with the right nutrients. For a boxer, it's like loading a cannon with the right ammunition. A balanced diet is essential, and as the fight approaches, the diet needs to change. Think of it as changing gears in a car. You wouldn't try to climb a steep hill in first gear, would you? As the fight gets closer, the diet should shift towards high-quality protein sources, such as chicken, fish, and lean meats, to help repair and build muscles. Carbohydrates should be complex, like whole grains and vegetables, to provide sustained energy. But let's not forget about fats. While it may seem counterintuitive, healthy fats are essential for optimal brain and body function. Avocados, nuts, and olive oil can be a boxer's best friends here. Now let's quench our thirst for knowledge about hydration. Hydration is critical to maintaining peak physical performance and health. Water plays a leading role, but it's not a solo act. Electrolytes also star in this hydration show, helping to regulate nerve and muscle function, body's pH levels, and rebuild damaged tissue. Water loading is a popular technique used by boxers. It involves increasing water intake a week before the fight, then gradually decreasing it as the fight draws near. This tricks the body into expelling more water, helping the boxer to shed those last few pounds. But remember, this is a delicate balance that should be carefully monitored to avoid dehydration. So, in the boxing ring of nutrition and hydration, a balanced diet is the heavyweight champion, and water, well, it's the undisputed king. These champions work together to keep the boxer's body running like a well-oiled machine, ready to deliver that knockout punch. Remember, nutrition and hydration are key. Now, let's move on to the next important aspect of weight cutting: exercise. Exercise is a crucial part of a boxer's weight-cutting process. Like a well-oiled machine, a boxer's training regimen needs to be in sync with their weight-cutting goals. And as the fight approaches, this regimen undergoes some significant changes. In the early stages of training, a boxer focuses on building strength and stamina, but as the fight draws nearer, the focus shifts to shedding those extra pounds. This is where high-intensity interval training, or HIIT, and low-intensity steady-state cardio, or LIS, come into play. Let's start with HIIT. It's like a sprinter bursting with energy in short, sharp bursts. This form of exercise is all about quick and intense workouts. Think rapid-fire punches on a heavy bag or quick footwork around the ring. These exercises not only burn calories during the workout, but also keep your metabolism elevated for hours afterward, helping you burn more fat overall. Now let's talk about LIS. This is more of a marathon runner, steady and consistent. It might involve a long jog or a session on the stationary bike at a manageable pace. The idea here is to keep your heart rate in the fat-burning zone, which is typically 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. This type of cardio helps you burn fat without dipping into your muscle stores, ensuring you maintain your strength while losing weight. But remember, exercise is only part of the equation. Rest and recovery are just as important. Overtraining can lead to injuries and hinder your progress. Plus, your body burns calories while it's recovering, so don't skip those rest days. And let's not forget, training should be tailored to the individual. What works for one boxer may not work for another. It's essential to listen to your body and adjust your training accordingly. So, combining the right nutrition, hydration, and exercise is the key to safe weight cutting. But what about the final hours before the weigh-in? Stay tuned as we delve into the final preparations of a boxer's weight-cutting journey. The final hours before the weigh-in can be the most challenging. This is when the boxer's weight management skills truly come to the fore. The final weight cut often involves strategies like using a sauna or taking a hot bath. These methods help the boxer to sweat out the remaining water weight, allowing them to hit their target weight just in time for the weigh-in. The weigh-in itself is a nerve-wracking event, with the boxer stepping onto the scales in front of a crowd and their weight announced to all present. Once this ordeal is over, the process of rehydration and refueling begins. This involves drinking fluids and eating nutrient-dense meals to replenish all that has been lost during the weight cut. It's a delicate dance, a balancing act between losing enough weight to make the weigh-in, but not so much as to hinder performance in the ring. And that's how a boxer cuts weight before a championship match. It's a delicate balance that requires careful planning and execution. So let's quickly go over what we've learned today. The art of weight cutting in boxing is like a well-choreographed dance. It's not merely about shedding pounds, but doing so in a way that maintains the boxer's strength and stamina. Nutrition and hydration play pivotal roles in this process. A well-balanced diet, rich in proteins and healthy fats, combined with adequate water intake, is key. Then there's the exercise and training regime. A blend of cardio and strength training, tailored to the boxer's needs, can help in effective weight loss without compromising on performance. And finally, we have the last leg of this journey, the final weight cut and weigh-in. It's not just about making the weight, but also about how quickly the boxer can recover and rehydrate after the weigh-in. Remember, a well-executed weight cut can give a boxer a significant advantage in the ring, but it's a process that should be done carefully and under professional guidance to avoid any health risks.